And it's time for another basic beer review. And today we've got something I picked up from Tesco. We've got a can of the King Rat Hazy IPA. And it is something I've not seen before. It's brewed by, who's it brewed by? It's brewed by Ossett Brewery. Don't know where they're based. But what can I say? The Rat range emerges from the Ossett Brewery nest, venturing out from our Huddersfield brew pub. There you go, Huddersfield. The Rat and Ratchet. Hang on. Rat stands confidently on its own 4 feet. Can't read. Born from the shadows, crafted for the bold. There we go. So that's basically what it says about that. Crafted for the bold. Well, I'm bold enough to try this. I know that. Yeah, it's brewed and canned. Yeah, by the so low mill in Ossett. Alright, so Ossett must be a place. I never heard of a place called Ossett. Sorry if you live in Ossett. I've never heard of you, but I'm assuming that's near Huddersfield. And there you go. So, does it say what hops are in it? First of all, I don't. Oh, it does. Yeah, it's a Citra, Galaxy, and Topaz. So Citra, Galaxy, and Topaz hops. That'd be interesting. I'm interested to see what this is like. King Rat Hazy IPA. I love that label. It looks great. I love the purple, and I love the typeface, and I love the fact it's 7.4%. Just like Transient used to be before they lowered it. So yeah, anyway, let's have a look. Let's crack this open because I can't really talk anymore about it. I don't actually know what to say. So let's crack the can and let's get pouring it into my Hophurst glass. Oh, nice and light in colour. Always love to see that. Let's get it up to about there. Then we can have a top up for the thumbnail. Get the can there. Get the glass here and let's have a look. Now, oh, lovely! Got loads of fruit just coming off the aroma. Then as I poured it, it's filling the room, that aroma. So I mean, when the aroma fills the room with a lovely fruitiness, you know it's going to be good, don't you? Really. Let's have a look at it first. So looking at that, it's very light. It's very light colour, with got a bit of orange in it though. So it's like a quite a pale kind of pineapple juice colour, but at the bottom of the glass I'm getting a bit of orange in there, which is interesting. Quite a wispy head there. It's clinging nicely to the side of the glass. Look at that. You're getting it. Yeah, it's just clinging lovely. I do like it when the head does that. Look at that. Oh, that's beautiful to watch that. You don't get that with all beers, but you know that one. Nice bit of viscosity there, and to be honest, it's making the head a bit thicker, which is also nice. So beautiful. So I'm expecting it to be quite thick, which is nice because 7.4%. I'm expecting it not to have a thin mouthfeel. But what can I say? This is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to be fruity, juicy, tropical, but I've not even smelt it yet. So let's get my nose in and see what it smells like. Oh yes, 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 yes. That nose gets a triple yes from me. I love that kind of nose. It's kind of like, oh, it's savoury, it's a little bit Simcoe-y, it's a little bit creamy, getting a lot of stone fruit there, getting the peach. Oh, what else are we getting there? A little bit of vanilla. Oh, it just smells amazing. That smells like a dream, that really does. That smells really good. Sometimes you get them where they smell great, but then it let down on the taste. I don't know. Smells a bit like the Chubbles smell. That's Chubbles, which is still the best pale I've ever drank in my entire life. Had a similar kind of smell. Getting a bit of citrus there, getting some orange, getting some orange peel there. Bit pithy. Bit of apricot. Getting a bit of mango in there as well. But it's Mosaic. Is it Mosaic? Or Galaxy? Galaxy, not Mosaic, sorry, yeah. So it's got Galaxy. I don't know much about Galaxy. Never heard of Topaz hops. It does smell a bit Mosaic. It smells a bit Mosaic. It smells a bit Simcoe-y. The old Simcoe, Mosaic, and Citra Holy Trinity. That's kind of aroma I'm getting from it, really. So, smells a bit dank as well. It's smelling great. I'm loving just smelling it, to be honest. But I'm gonna get in for the old taste in a second because I'm just yeah, I just can't wait to do it. Yeah, I'm going for the old taste now. I could smell that all day, I really could, but if it tastes half as good as it smells, then we're on for a winner here. So let's try. Cheers. Hmm. So, first things first, it doesn't taste like it smells. It really doesn't. It doesn't taste like a Holy Trinity kind of beer, but that's not a bad thing. It's different. It's not giving a huge amount away on the flavour. There's a bit of bitterness to it. It's got a relatively thick mouthfeel, but it's not really, crammed with flavour. There's a bit of something. We're getting the peach. We're getting a bit of the mango in the taste there, but it's not massively there. But it doesn't matter though. It's quite dry. Those savoury notes are there quite well. They're there quite well. Probably a bit more in. It's got a really nice mouthfeel to it. It's got a really nice mouthfeel, just the right levels of carbonation. Quite thick on the mouthfeel. Yeah, we're getting a slight nuttiness in it. Yeah, a bit of orange peel. You can tell the citra in there. It's nice citrusy tastes on the palate there. As I'm having a bit more, I'm getting more of those smells coming through on the taste. A little bit of that peach. It's nice. It is very nice. It's very nice. I'd expect the flavours to be a little bit more forward for a 7.4. This tastes to me more like a 6 to 6.5 in the flavour, but it's got quite a bit of bitterness in there. So maybe some of the bitterness is coming from that 7.4%. It is interesting. It is quite bitter for this kind of pale. I'd expect, the way it smelled, I'd expect it to be a little bit softer in the mouthfeel, but there's quite a nice bit of dryness, a nice bit of bitterness on the finish there. I think that's overriding the flavours a little bit, but that's not a bad thing. I said, nice bit of dankness in there. To be honest, if you are looking for a hazy pale with some nice fruity flavours, beautiful mouthfeel, nice relatively thick mouthfeel, with a nice bit of bitterness on the finish, you can't go wrong with this. It's good. To be fair, I'm not that impressed at the moment with a lot of the stuff I've had from Tesco and stuff, and even Morrison's and things. The supermarket craft used to be, I think, a lot better than it is now. I think the supermarket craft, there's more selection, but I think because of that, there's a lot of misses. There are a few hits. I've still not reviewed the Kingslayer for the channel, I don't think, but I still love the Kingslayer. I'm still really pleased that they've got that in Tesco, the Buxton Kingslayer. I even tried the Buxton. I was going to review it for the channel, the Buxton sheep, the Wyoming sheep, something or other, sheep ranch or whatever it was, but I didn't realise it'd been out for ages. And I drank that, and I was surprised it was a West Coast and all that kind of thing. But to be honest, I enjoyed that. I might review that for the channel. It was again, it had a nice whack of bitterness to it. It was interesting. It was very different from the Kingslayer, which is what you want really, because the Kingslayer is more of a bit more of a kind of a hazy pale with a little bit of a West Coast vibe, where the Wyoming one was more of a West Coast, full on West Coast kind of thing. Reminded me a bit of the Stone IPA back in the day. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about this, and I say that just talking about a few of the hits that they have at Tesco. I think I had a couple more, but there are some that I've had that have just been so underwhelming, and it's hard. I've got a couple more from Tesco that I will review for the channel, and we'll see how they are. But I am pleased. I'm pleased that this one is a hit. And there was that I think it was Magic Eye what I did from that Third Something Brewing, which I was really impressed with as well. But yeah, this one's nice. It's got yeah, it's got all those kind of lovely characteristics of a nice hazy pale. The kind of hazy pale that I like. It's got that kind of, savoury Simcoe-iness on it, even though it's not got Simcoe in it. But it has got this bitterness on the back end there. That's just, it's giving it another dimension. It's making it different from the others. Some of the others are just they're very boring. A lot of the hazy pales certainly, and not in Tesco as well. Sometimes you get them from bottle shops and stuff. A lot of hazy pales are just boring. They're just pedestrian, kind of run of the mill. Kind of, this is kind of what a hazy pale should taste like. I like it when they've got a nice whack of hops, so they've got something that stands out. Or like this one, a nice whack of bitterness at the end, which just makes it a little bit different from just your standard run of the mill hazy pale. When I get a run of the mill hazy pale, I think I might as well just get like a 4-pack of Faith or something like that, or just one of those, you know, small 4-packs that you get from the supermarket for a lot cheaper, because they're very similar to each other, a lot of them, and just because they come in a big can and cost £3.50 doesn't mean that they're any better, to be honest. So it's nice to find that there are ones that are good. I like that one. I will be getting that one again. So far I've had 2 from the latest range. I think this is the latest range, and both have been really good. So the other 2 that I got, I'm going to review for the channel. I'll save them to review them for the channel. King Rat. Well, there you go. King Rat. Yes, I like it. I can't remember how much it was. I think it was about £4 a can. But to be honest, you're getting these, you're going to get the offer, really. So if you got 4 of them, then you'd get them for £3 a can, essentially. Which, to be honest, £3 a can is really good value for that. Anyway, there you go. I'm not going to talk anymore. I think I'm done. I'm going to finish the rest of this off and enjoy it. Until next time, have a good one.